Okay.
Hi, I'm Jerome Naicker.
And I'm Nicole Naicker, and we're here just to share a bit about Freedom Weekend. One word for Freedom Weekend: awesome. Basically, for me, Freedom Weekend was letting go of all my baggage that I had carried for many, many years. And it's shocking that when you go through this Freedom Weekend to find out how much baggage you're actually carrying. And for me, it was also like it's an experience that just cannot be explained. God really spoke to me on this Freedom Weekend, and I've walked around with shame. I've walked around with sickness, and God was really asking me, am I really taking for granted the price that was paid on the cross? You know, all of that was nailed to the cross with Jesus. So I've really done God a disservice by walking around with all of that. And for me, Freedom Weekend also just really, it epitomized what happened on the cross. You know, Jesus came so that we could walk in freedom. And that for me was what stood out. So now my endeavor is to walk in the freedom. It cost so much. It cost Jesus his life. The least that I could do is walk in the freedom that he has given me.
No, when you look at Freedom Weekend, I can put it into one thing. It was a wow moment for me. You know, you think you're a Christian, you got everything right, you're crossing your T's, you're dotting the I's. I mean, I grew up my whole life being in a Christian home with Christian values, and I said, okay, let me just go on Freedom Weekend. But you know, God had his own plans. You know, being at this wonderful experience, there's no words that can really describe it. You know, you think you got everything together, but God shows, you know, there's certain things that you thought you've overcome, but yet you still have them there and you haven't really overcome it. And God had to reveal so many things to me, and I thank God for this, for Freedom Weekend, because you know, it's like a whole cloud being lifted off, like a whole weight that you've been carrying for all your life on your back, that you didn't know that some things, yes, that you have done, some things you're still carrying on maybe from your father's father, that somehow it had affected your life. And until you get that release and give it over to God, then God can heal you, you know. And I believe that Freedom Weekend is a must for every single body, because just like when you have a disease, or I would say you have a dis-ease, the only way to get out of it is that you have to find out the antibiotic to get rid of it. And the only way you can get the antibiotic for your disease or your dis-ease is going to God and giving over everything you have and confessing everything to him, and allow God to change you completely. You know, this has been an awesome weekend. It has changed our life. It has made our marriage even better. So I encourage every one of you that haven't gone to Freedom Weekend, I'm telling you, it is a life-changing experience. Go tell everyone that you can think of to come on to Freedom Weekend. And even those that have gone, tell your friends, come on, let's go to Freedom Weekend and see what God will do in your life.